Well, happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm sorry that I'm not here today. My son has an appointment at TOA. I tried to get it scheduled for Thursday, but was unable. Anyways, I had to take today to take him, trying to figure out what's going on with his injury with his back. I'm going to go through. There's two videos today. Hopefully, right now, a note sheet is heading your way. That's going to be our notes for the day. As soon as this video is over, Miss Duncan will start a second video, which is our notes for the day. Whatever you are confused about with today's notes, we'll make sure everyone's clear on Friday when we come back. Okay. So first, I'd like to go over last night's homework, and I've left some of them completely blank, and I'm going to work through those with you. But I also wanted to just quickly talk about the ones that were fairly easy. This one was fairly easy because there was nothing that got skipped. Look, x cubed, x squared, x, and a constant. So nothing got skipped, so it was pretty straightforward. So here's the last thing I want to talk about, the part that actually confuses people sometimes. Remember, at the end, you're trying to determine what's my new answer. Okay, what did I get when I divided by x plus 5? Well, here it is. But here's how it works. X cubed got divided by x, essentially. So it's going to drop down one because x cubed divided by x is going to give me x squared. That's why that first term has to be x squared. And then it works its way down, and it works its way down in a method that's always going to end the same way. See, after x squared, you have x. After x, you have a constant. And after a constant, you should have a remainder. That's how it should always work. So my answer written correctly is x squared minus 3x minus 7 minus, and your 10, your remainder needs to be put on top of your original divisor, x plus 5. And that's your answer. Okay, so hopefully that's what you got. Now, I'm going to do the same with number 2. It's already filled out and done. Let me just zoom out where you can at least see both in case you didn't get that answer. But remember, the same thing. X cubed is being divided essentially by x. So that's going to drop down 1, and this answer is going to be x squared. And then it's going to work its way down. After x squared, you have x. After x, you have your constant. After your constant, have your remainder. So it should work that same way, y'all, every time. So my answer is x squared minus 1x, so just minus x, minus 3, my constant, has no variable, minus 2, our remainder, over our original divisor, x minus 1. So 1 and 2, really no tricks to those. But we move into number 3 and 4, and those had a couple of little tricks. So let me go through those, okay? First, remember, if your divisor is x minus 5, what goes in the box? 5. 5 goes in the box. And my biggest exponent is x cubed. X cubed's coefficient is 1. Then we work our way down. After x cubed, you have x squared. I've got that, negative 12. After x squared, you got x. I've got that, 33. And a lot of people stop there, and you can't stop there. Remember, when we taught this lesson, I said you got to go all the way down to your constant. Well, I don't have a constant. I've got to have something in the constant's position. So I put a 0. Okay, that's imperative. You got to work it down from your biggest exponent all the way down to your constant. So even if your constant's not there, you put a 0 in its spot. Okay? Hopefully you understand that. And then from here, we're doing the same thing. You drop down that first term, and you start multiply, combining. Multiply, combine until you're done. So 5 times 1, 5. 5 minus 12, negative 7. Negative 7 times 5, negative 35. 33 minus 35, negative 2. 5 times negative 2, negative 10. 0 minus 10, negative 10. Now look at this problem. Just like the last couple, you've got x cubed, the biggest one, being divided by x. So sure enough, x squared, after x squared is x, after x is your constant, down to your remainder. So your answer here is 1x squared minus 7x minus 2 minus 10 over your original divisor, x minus 5. And now that problem is complete. Okay? Now, move over here to number 4. It also had, not a big trick, but a little bit. Let me leave it all on here so you can still follow along with the ones that we've done. What goes in the box if my divisor is x plus 3? Well, negative 3 does. My biggest exponent is x cubed, and its coefficient is 2. Work your way down. What's after x cubed? X squared. It's not here, y'all. Put a 0. After x squared is x. That's negative 14. After x is your constant, which we have this time, it's a 10. So this is the problem we're solving. Okay, we're done. We're ready. Bring down that 2. Negative 3 times 2, negative 6. 0 minus 6, negative 6. Negative 3 times negative 6, positive 18. 18 minus 14, 4. Negative 3 times 4, negative 12. And 10 minus 12 is negative 2. So like we've done on all these problems so far, we've got x cubed divided by x. So this is going to start with x squared. Then x, then constant, and then remainder. Remember, it always has to end that way, y'all. Every time. So what's my final result? 2x squared minus 6x plus 4 minus 2 over x plus 3. And that's it. That's how you do it. Okay? All right, now I did number 5 with you. You can see all the work that's done here. But again, I left that last step till right now because this one's a little different. Look, it started as x to the 4th, and it divided by x. So what will the result of x to the 4th divided by x be? Well, that'll be x cubed. And here's how I know that's the case. Let's work it down. What's after x cubed? X squared. What's after x squared? X. What's after x? Constant. All the way down to the remainder. See? Every time if you do it right, it's going to end that same way. If it doesn't end constant remainder, you made a mistake. So this answer is going to be x cubed plus 5x squared plus 6x minus 1 plus 1 over x minus 7. And that's number 5. Okay? And last one I thought I'd do, and again, these are pretty simple. I hope that you are just rolling right along now. We're going to put 4 in the box. Again, because that's x minus 4. We set it equal to 0 in our brains. Positive 4 is your answer. So we start with x to the 4th. Its coefficient is 1. What's after x to the 4th? X cubed. I don't have it. 0. I hope you didn't miss that. After x to the 3rd is x squared. I got it. Negative 7. After x squared is x. I got it. Negative 32. All the way down to your constant, negative 15. So here we go. Last one we have to do this way. We bring down the 1. Well, not really. I mean, we're doing the others the same. But the answer is different. We're going to multiply combine. 4 times 1, 4. 0 plus 4, 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16 minus 7, 9. 9 times 4, 36. 36 minus 32, 4. 4 times 4, 16. 16 minus 15 is 1. Last thing, last one we have to write the answer this way. Remember, this was x to the 4th. We divided by x. That's going to break down to x cubed. Then we work our way down. X squared, x, constant, remainder. See? It did it. So our answer is x cubed plus 4x squared plus 9x plus 4 plus 1 over x minus 4. Okay? So I hope you guys did well with that. If you have any questions, hold on to it, save it, and on Friday when we're back to class, because remember the testing and stuff tomorrow is going on. We won't have class. But be sure to come back and be ready to ask me a question about those. Now, the last two, same process, different style answer, okay? Now, I've left these boxes here because remember, when they ask the question this way, it's not about writing the equation at the end. When they ask the question this way, we're trying to figure out if it's a factor or not a factor. So we said the deal was your remainder. If your remainder is 0, it is a factor. If it's not 0, it's not. So all we got to do is what we've been doing, bring down that 1, and then start multiply combining. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. 2 minus 13 is negative 11. And negative 2 times negative 11 is a positive 22. And 14 and 22 combine to get 36. That is not a remainder of 0. So is x plus 2 a factor? No chance. It is not. Okay? The remainder is not 0. But if you look at this one, number 8, 5's in the box. Again, no term got skipped. No term got skipped. So we're going to bring down that 1 and start multiply combining. 5 times 1, 5. 5 minus 7 is negative 2. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. 14 minus 10 is negative 4. And 5 times negative 4 is, wait, what did I do wrong? I did something wrong here. Where is the mistake? 14. Oh, I don't know why I did that, y'all. You'll have to excuse me. 14 minus 10 is positive 4. Sorry about that. And 5 times 4 is positive 20. And sure enough, 20 minus 20 is 0. Remainder 0. So the question is asked, is x minus 5 a factor? Absolutely, yes, it is. Okay? So that's all for the notes. And now you're going to watch a video that has to do with tonight's assignment, tonight's work. All right?